Good morning. It's great to have you with us here at Unity of Walnut Creek. You picked the right day to be here. This is Motown Sunday. We are having fun, and we're going to touch on one of the most profound of all the spiritual tools. Let your hearts sing and have a marvelous time as we share together. Thank you.
Welcome to Unity of Walnut Creek. Today we celebrate the soul of Motown, and we invite you to stand and join us in singing, "You Are the Sunshine of My Life."
That's
All right, the Joyful Noise Motown Choir. Yeah. And straight from Detroit, Motown City by a very circuitous route, Sheila Gautreaux, their director. Yeah. And always good. Fusion. Thank you, guys. Yeah. So join me in waving hello to our folks online. We welcome. It's great to have you guys here. My name's David MacArthur, and I'm one of your ministers here at Unity, and welcome to everyone. And if you're new, special welcome to. We're so glad you're here with us and bringing that beautiful consciousness that you are and lifting as we go through this time of awakening, of supporting each other in the expansion of this beautiful spiritual self. Unity is a positive path for spiritual living, and we have that amazing opportunity that we get to touch in with those universal truths in all the great paths. So let's begin by entering into a time of prayer together using the beautiful affirmative prayer of our opening statement. Please join me. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. Breathing in that awareness of this divine presence. And again, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. Feeling that love, that goodness, once again. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. And it is so here, now, with open and joyful hearts. Amen. Please join our choir as we sing together.
Loved by you. Oh yeah. How sweet it is to be loved by you. I needed the shelter of someone's arms, and there you were. I needed someone to understand my ups and downs, and there you were. With sweet love and devotion, deeply touching my emotions. I just want to stop and thank you, Spirit. I just want to stop and thank you, Spirit. How sweet it is to be loved by you. sweet it is to be loved by you. Everything I did was just a bore. Everything I went, you see, I've been there before. You brightened up for me all of my days with a love so sweet in so many ways. I want to stop and thank you, Spirit. I just want to stop and thank you, Spirit. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. One more time. Sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you.
All right, let's go to that place where we get still and really know how much we are loved by this amazing presence, by this connection that we all have with this infinite goodness that is within us, all about us, and flows through us. Let the music be that guide to the center of your heart. And we do call upon that name, that divine presence called so many ways. Jesus called it Father, and it too is Mother. Infinite love, beloved presence. Guide us now as we open to know you more deeply, to be aware that we felt the touch of your love as the morning breeze touched our skin, welcoming us to the new day. We felt your presence in the smile from another, in the joy that our heart felt when we saw the beauty of the simple things around us, trees and grass and flowers and friends. And we experience your presence here and now as we breathe in this beautiful life and love that you are. Or even as we take that in-breath, it is you who breathes us. And it is you that we breathe. It is you that fills us. And you are the emptiness that calls filling forth. You are the peace that we find in the midst of turmoil. And you are that in us that finds peace. You are the love. You are the love we feel. You are the love that is given to us through the touch of another. You are the love that comes as shelter and food and blessing. You are the love that fills our hearts to overflowing. And you are our hearts which fill. You are this presence that seeks to know. And you are that which becomes known. And so we breathe your peace within us. And we enter into this place of stillness that you are at the very center of our beings. Following that beautiful direction that you gave through the Master. Peace. Be still. Peace. Be still. Father, Mother, God. Infinite love. We're so grateful that we can experience your presence as this amazing experience of love within our hearts. And so we take and send this love. We send it out because we know that the touch of your love is healing, is wholeness, is peace, is abundance. We radiate this love from our hearts, and we begin by sending it to our own bodies to quicken every cell and system and call them into that wholeness in which you hold us. We send it to mind and heart for the illumination of wisdom and understanding. And we radiate this love beyond ourselves, sending it to each one who is dear to us. It enfolds and blesses each one, healing, guiding, and bringing peace. And this love flows through our hearts, flows out through the spiritual community, becoming a part of each one as harmony, as peace, as wisdom, blessing everyone in their worlds. It flows through our hearts as we embrace every prayer request brought here, knowing with each you are enfolded in divine love and lifted to that which is the highest. And this love flows through our hearts, flows out across the communities in which we live. It brings peace and blessing. It flows across our nation, healing our fears, bringing forth wisdom and compassion. It flows beyond all boundaries to touch the peoples of the world with hope, with peace. And this love. In this we are joined with all who join us in prayer, whether in mosque or synagogue, temple or church, whether gathered at home or on the hillsides. For in seeking to know you, we are all one. And we radiate this love from our hearts and send it to this beautiful earth, bringing balance to her system, to rain where it is dry, to calm where there is storm, bringing blessing to her creatures. And we send this love about the earth, that it might touch the heart of every single person in the earth. For, beloved presence, you are that love in every heart. And in this love, we are one. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Please join me. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Breathing that love. Again, divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. And once again, divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. And it is so here, now, in that divine presence that is each. In divine love, it is so. Amen.
I guess The Joyful Noise Choir, everybody. Good morning. My name is Javier Cortez, and it's truly a pleasure to highlight some of the upcoming events here at Unity. Reverend David will be holding a membership orientation class this afternoon at 4 p.m. If you're interested in taking the step of joining our Unity community as a member, or if you're just interested in learning more of what Unity is about, please join us at 4 o'clock today. Unity Connection classes begin again on the third Thursday for 4 consecutive weeks. They are an inspiring way to meet people at Unity. The classes are designed to explore very meaningful spiritual understandings while getting to know others who are also desire spiritual growth, expanded friendship, and a connection at Unity. Join Reverend David on the 4th Tuesday afternoon for Heart Math Cut Through. Use the power of your heart to transform deeply held limiting patterns. You do not need a background in heart math to participate. So I would like to invite Ms. Dawn Renee and Ms. Kathy Bates to the podium.
And we'd like to invite our director, Sheila Gautreaux, to the stage. Dear beloved Sheila, our sister, your family, the Joyful Noise Choir, wish to acknowledge our love and appreciation for you and your divine gift of music, which you most generously share with us, so that we may pass it forward and share our gift of ministry through song with our community. We thank you. Also, we know that you have diligently and with much dedication and personal sacrifice, studied, completed, and received your Unity Ministry license. And are now our Associate Minister here at Unity of Walnut Creek. We are so proud of you. Congratulations. Wait, there's more. So we see you growing and expanding in God consciousness. Your journey is an example of God's love in action to all of us. And as a celebration and thank you, we give you a gift of pampering because you deserve it. A little spa stuff. So please accept this blessing as we all rub our hands together and say, we love you, we bless you, and we behold the power of God shining through you. We love you so much. Thank you. And she dressed for the part, too.
See, we have our own version of Diana Ross with us, Ms. Reverend Sheila Cottrell. So until you hear the gong, please take a short moment to greet the people immediately around you.
Take a little time out of your busy day to give encouragement to someone who's lost their way. Share a little kindness and you'll see it's something that comes naturally. If you see an old friend on the street and he's down, remember his shoes could fit your feet. Try a little kindness and you'll see it's something that comes very naturally.
Thank you. So beautiful. Wow, what a treat. So a couple Sundays ago, we were working on just that, reaching out and touch, giving it away, sharing what we were discovering on this spiritual journey, sharing the richness and the good that we touched, because what we came to understand was the more we did that, the more it deepened within us, the more we grew, and yet there was kind of a qualification on that, you may remember if you were here then. And that was, first, you had to fill yourself so that what we gave was from the overflow. Remember that little tidbit? Now, it occurred to me that I hadn't mentioned how to fill yourself. So I thought, whoops, we better go back and do that one. Fair enough? So this experience of filling ourselves, becoming filled with this amazing presence and power that is the divine, is one of those things that is right at the core of our hearts. It's right what we really want, that experience of being filled with that spiritual power and energy and awareness and connection. I had the opportunity to go and spend a number of days away in silence. And my job there was just to do that, to let myself be filled. And I kept finding that there were two things I was doing. I would do one, and then I would do the other. Then I would go back and do one. And I came to experience them as the in-breath of God and the out-breath of God. The in-breath of God and the out-breath of God. And between those two, I found myself overflowing. So I wanted to share them with you. They are both exquisite experiences, but they're very different. And so today I want to share with you that in-breath of God, that which comes within us and simply fills us to that overflowing. And it's not hard to figure out what that is, because what again and again has the greatest meaning for us is the experience of the presence of God. That seems to be that one of those ways of acknowledging that thing that's at our hearts. You know, I really want to touch that. I want to know. I want to experience this amazing, amazing presence. And we understand that one of the ways to do that is to acknowledge that that presence is the experience of love itself. Going back to one of those great directions that somehow it's surprising to me for all that's written in all the great scriptures. It comes down to so often just very simple things. This from 1 John. Let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. God is love. So the experience of love is the experience of the divine. Now, if you take that and then you run halfway around the world for a little Hindu perspective on the same thing and listen to Krishna out of the Bhagavad Gita, it sounds like this. Therefore, having been born in this transient and forlorn world, well, maybe, this transient and forlorn world, give all your love to me. Fill your mind with me, love me, serve me, worship me, always seeking me in your heart. You will at last be united with me. So God is love, seeking me in your heart. You will at last be united with me. That focusing everything on that experience of love. Jesus saying the same thing almost. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. Again, using all that we have to focus on that simple experience itself. And then he goes on, love your enemies, love your neighbor as yourself, love one another as I have loved you. He was kind of into that. And the question becomes, how do you do that? Have you ever noticed that when you're kind of in need of that infilling, because you're not full, you're kind of, or at least often for me, I'm at that place where I feel kind of empty, down, worried, that kind of thing. Oh, I'm the only one. Well, what happens is, if you're going to touch that love, now love's an energetic feeling. It lifts us. It's filled with this beautiful, positive energy. And when we're at that point of, ain't it awful? That's not what we're feeling. So how do you get there? Well, to open to love, one of the first things that we need to do is enter into a good feeling, because love moves through the feeling nature. That's part of the power and the experience that takes us out of that thinking about God into the experience of God through that feeling nature. So how do we do that? Well, think of what it is that gives you a good feeling. Okay, how many folks, when you're down, maybe say, oh, I need to go shopping. After we have some shops, I'm going to get something nice. I went out and got my thin black Motown tie. We're gonna get something good. We're gonna look good. Then we're gonna feel good. Well, and some of us have moved to where we don't shop anymore. We just click. So maybe there's something more universal. Okay, the universal door to spirituality through the experience of feeling good is chocolate. Yeah, I mean, everybody, look, chocolate, that feels good. You think about chocolate, you smile. I've never seen anybody go, chocolate. No, you smile, you lift it up. Can you remember as a kid that little thing of, those Hershey Kisses up on the kid, and if you could get it, sneak in and get your hand on it, that was pretty good, huh? Those little rewards that came along. Have you never noticed chocolate has never been used as a punishment? Okay, why do it feel good? It tastes good. Just thinking about it now, doesn't it kind of bring a smile? Kind of lift the energy a little bit? Yeah. Now, can you kind of remember smelling it and just what that taste would be? So think of the difference between thinking about it and really experiencing it. Okay, we're into experience here, so let's pass out some chocolate there. That would help us. Yeah, some of those candy kisses things. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. So getting these going around. Yeah. So now the anticipation's a little different, isn't it? We're not talking about idea now. We're talking about reality. Okay. So think of that you got to experience. Okay. Back when you're a kid, that feeling is there. Now, for our folks online, you can hit the pause button. Okay, run, get yourself a chocolate or something, and then come back and hit the go button again. Okay, we don't want you to be left out either. We just haven't gotten into how to do virtual chocolate yet. So anyway, so that we all get to experience now. There's a challenge that comes at this point. Okay, there are some of us that are unable to wait. Okay, now there are some of you where you stop and you pick up the food to go home, and you're driving along eating it. Okay, what I want you to know is whatever our personality type, it's okay here. Okay, if you've already eaten your chocolate, that's just fine. But if you haven't eaten it yet, kind of just open it a little bit and sniff it. Okay, just smell that chocolate. Taste. Okay, does that bring back good memories, good feelings? Yeah. Now, even if you're lactose intolerant, you can sniff it. I mean, it's okay. Okay, and then take that first bite, and just let it kind of be there on your tongue for them. Just slipping in. Oh yeah. Just okay. Feeling good. Good feelings. It's that child delight that sort of lifts our energy. Okay, and then the adult delight that really gets into sensation, sensuality. It's oh yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, so just giving it all. Okay, the first step in the in-breath of God is feeling good. Or, in more spiritual terms, chocolate. Okay? Now the second, once you're feeling good, then what we have is we're able to step in to the world in which the feelings of love exist. And so I invite you at this point now, think of someone who you feel such love for. When I was down at my retreat, what I realized is, again and again, my thoughts went to my mother. I have a wonderful mother. Now, she's been gone for some years, but that connection, that way that I treasure her and Think of her as that's a beautiful thing on my heart. I could just step into this big feeling of love when I thought of her. That's that second step, just stepping into the feeling of love. It's right there. There's someone for each of us, or something very special that just brought that love to your heart. That person. That feeling. Then the third step is to simply let go of the person and just breathe the feeling of love. Breathe the love. Breathe the love. It's a beautiful feeling. Now, what I've noticed, as I do that, as I just breathe the love, is that there's some point at which my mind just has to interrupt. The mind is so creative. Right in the middle of the most beautiful experience of your life, it will find something that you can worry about. It has infinite possibilities of distraction. So what happens at that point is we just remember what we're doing. Love fills me now. That's what we're in. We're in that experience of being filled with love. Love fills me now. I am love. Because that's what we are experiencing. We're experiencing the love that we are. Love fills me now. I am love. Brings us right back. Join me. Love fills me now. I am love. Feeling it. Right back, entering into that feeling of love. Again, love fills me now. I am love. I am love. That true state of being. So let's just walk through it. Okay, just start remembering that. Remembering the chocolate, still there. That flavor's just hanging out there. And then that person that you love. Just letting those beautiful feelings fill your heart. And now, just breathe that love. Breathe that love. Love fills me now. I am love. Love fills me now. I am love. That feeling has no limit. It is what is sought through the great traditions of the world. It's been called samadhi, bliss, the kingdom of heaven. It is that oneness with the divine love. Love fills me now. I am love. I had an experience when I was on the retreat. I didn't have any chocolate. But it was the little retreat house run by a wonderful group of Catholic sisters is in Santa Cruz, right on Monterey Bay. And the sun was going down, so we were just at that point of the colors beginning to break out for sunset. So I went into their little meditation room. I just went to the door and looked out, and there was those gorgeous colors coming in through the window across the bay. So I went in and sat down, and one of the sisters was there in her time of meditation. And so I sat down, and as I did, she looked over at me and just smiled and said, my brother just made his transition. I came up here to be with him. And I could just see the beautiful smile on her face. And as I sat there, I was already in that beautiful, positive feeling. And I could feel her love for her brother. It was an exquisite thing. It was just radiating from this wonderful woman. And as I sat there, I could feel his love for her. I let myself just enjoy that feeling of love. And then it wasn't her, it wasn't him, it was just this feeling that filled me. And I could rest there, just rest in that feeling. Staying there, resting, being filled, being full, being love. And then when she got up to go, smiled, and I shared with her. I said, you know, I felt so much your brother's beautiful love here. And she said, oh yes, isn't it wonderful? She said, we've always had that. It's just been delightful. And she just turned around and gave me this most wonderful blessing and went on her way, and I just returned to resting. The in-breath of God. Divine love filling us. So I would invite you this just week, sometime, somewhere, just make that commitment to take the time to sit and let yourself be filled. Let yourself be filled with this beautiful presence, with this love that you are. Love fills me now. I am love. Join me. Love fills me now. I am love. Now start thinking of chocolate. Love fills me now. I am love. So, you know, every time you're going to see chocolate from now on, it's just going to come up. Love fills me now. I am love. It's always there. It's who you are. You are this beautiful, magnificent being of divine love. Bless you.
Now if you feel that you can't go on because all of your hope is gone and your life is filled with much confusion until happiness is just an illusion and your world round is crumbling down, children, reach out. Reach out for me. I'll be there with a love that will shelter you. I'll be there, love that will see you through. When you feel that you're lost, about to give up, cause your best just ain't good enough, and you feel the world has grown cold, and you're drifting out on your own. Need hand to hold. Reach out. Reach out for me. I'll be there with a love that will comfort you. And I'll be there to cherish and care for you. I'll be there to always see you through. I'll be there to love and comfort you. I can tell the way you hang your head. You're without love and you're afraid. Through your tears you look around, and there's no peace to be found. I know what you're thinking. You're all alone now. Children, reach out. Reach out for me. I'll be there to give you all the love you need. I'll be there. You can always depend on me. I'll be there. Ha!
Way to go, Brooksy, man. It's a lot of fun when you have the microphone all to yourself. I ask everyone to take out a connection card from the seat pocket in front of you. We invite everyone to take a moment to fill out this card. With the card, we can request prayer support for something or someone in our lives. In addition, our heart ministers are available after the service for that wonderful experience of personal prayer support. They are the ones with the lavender scrolls. Prayer requests can also be sent anytime through our website. Our spiritual focus this week is Love Fills Me Now, I Am Love. The ushers will receive your card with the offering at the end of the music. It is now time for Prosperity Celebration. Credit card donations. There are envelopes on the clipboards in the back of each chair, or for those of you at home, just click on the donate button on the Watch Live page. Unity's co-founder, Charles Fillmore, taught that our spiritual connection opens us to God's abundance expressing in our lives. He said, poverty or prosperity, it all depends on you. All that the Father has is yours, but you alone are responsible for the relationship of the Father's good to your life. Through conscious recognition of your oneness with the Father and his abundance, you draw the living substance into visible supply. So I invite you to take your tithe or your love offering in your hand. Be aware. Be aware that God is the source of all your good. Repeat our affirmation with me together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am truly grateful.